Hello, it's Bricktopian and this is a review for the Lego set Sailboat Adventure. The set number is 40487. It is a 12 plus set. It's a Lego Ideas set and it's a promo set, so it doesn't cost anything. Well, technically it costs £200, but to actually get the set is supposedly free. Free, quote unquote free. It's a good set. I'm glad to get it. I mean, I didn't have to spend that much because my girlfriend did to get it free with one of her sets, which was Assembly Square. But I wanted it more than her, so she let me have it, which was nice. And yeah, it's quite a big set considering it's a promo. It comes with 6 individual bags, or 2 steps of bag. And you can see it next to the box. It's roughly the same height as the box that it comes in, and the dimensions are 27 centimeters wide or long and 28 high. It's not very deep though. It's only probably about 10 centimeters deep, which it doesn't specify on the box. But yeah, it's quite big in height and width, especially height. The sails add a lot of height to them. The sails are brick built, and actually what I was surprised is the size of some of the pieces in the brick built sail. There's these big triangular pieces, and I thought it was going to be more small pieces than this. They also use some big panel pieces that are square shaped. I like the colour scheme. The colour scheme is great because it's got loads and loads of gold on. These bits are actually in pearl gold, and then actually there's these sloped 1x2 tires are actually chrome gold. And then the little grill piece on the top of the canopy is chrome gold as well. I would have preferred if it was all pearl gold, so that's one thing that I dislike a bit, but it still looks really, really good. And I've added this to the top. This doesn't actually come in the set. The skull flag. I added it. If you look on the box, that's what it actually looks like. I added it because I thought that little bit at the top looked like it needs something, and I got the skull flag piece from Bricks and Pieces, and I thought I'd add it because I was going to use it for a pirate mock, but I thought it looks really good on there. And then when I display this next to Barracuda Bay, it will go really well. So the figures, you only get 2 figures. One that is I think meant to be a male, and one that's meant to be a female, I believe. They both come with orange life jackets, and they're both identical life jackets. They both look really good. They're just like ones that you get in the old fishing store, which were blue. These ones are orange, yeah, but they were blue. And then the hair pieces aren't new. They've been used quite often, but they are good hair pieces. I do like them. One's sort of a black colour for the male one, and then one's a sort of a nougaty light brown colour for the female hair. And then I'll show you the rest of the minifigures as well, because obviously they have torso prints underneath the life jackets, which look pretty cool. Both figures unfortunately do not have alternate faces, which is a bit of a shame, but I do like the ones that they give you. But that would have been quite cool. They could have had a scared screaming face where one of them was fallen overboard, but then again you get dolphins, not sharks, so they probably wouldn't be attacking them. But you know, that would have been quite cool, but never mind. And anyway, yeah, let's show you the rest of the figures. So looking at the figures up close, you can see there's one of them, the female one, has white legs and they have no printing, and the male one has dark blue legs and they have no printing. It's a shame that none of them have printing on the legs, but I think the colours go well with what they are. But the top part of them is white for both, with striped printing. You can see the printing on the back there, even with the life jacket on for the back of it. Same with this one. This one has smaller, thinner lines, but more of them, and this one has thicker lines. And they're like light blue lines on white, and this one's sort of darker blue on white. So if you take the jackets off, you'll see underneath at the front. So this is what they look like without the life jackets on. I'm not really sure if I prefer it with or without, because I mean, I really like the life jackets, but then their torso prints are pretty good. I personally prefer the female one, even though it's more common of a piece, because I like the thicker stripes better than the thin ones, and I also like the red little neck handkerchief thing. I can't remember what they're called now. And then he's got a blue one instead, and yeah. And I like that he's got blue legs though that match the stripes and the blue handkerchief piece. But on hers I like the torso bow. I think her figure is probably better overall, but then again I prefer female minifigures anyway because I just think they look better. But I do like how his face printing has got lines for the jawline rather than just a basic normal, more common face piece, so that's quite good. And she doesn't come with any accessories, but he does. He comes with one of these binocular pieces, which is quite easy to get, but still a good piece to get for binoculars, so they can be looking at the dolphins. And then I don't really have a lot to say on the figures. They're good figures, but alternate faces would have been good. As for the side build, which you do in the second bag, but I'm going to show it first, is the dolphins. You get 2 dolphins. They are actually sand blue. I thought they might have been grey, but they're sand blue. And one of them is flat on a rounded 6x6 medium azure plate, and then the other one is also on the plate, but raised up on a panel piece that's 2 bricks high. And they're all using transparent little 1x1 cheese slope tiles to represent ripples in the water, and then these big splashes of water from the transparent plate pieces. You also get crystals, and what I didn't realise is that they're actually 2 different colours. One's a really light blue crystal that you can barely see with the camera, and then the other one is a darker blue. But I think it works really well to have 2 different colours. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, I like it, and I like how it's raised up and it looks like one's jumping out of the water. And it's a small little assembly. It only takes like 3 minutes to assemble this, but it's good, and it's good to get dolphins or animals in general in a small set, especially a promo. It's very rare, and I love dolphin pieces anyway. I think they're some of the best Lego elements, period, and just a great little assembly. And yeah, it's not very big, but I'm glad it's on a base. It's easier to move it about. And obviously, which I'll show you later, is that the colour, this colour, which is also on this, is the same colour as what's used for the base of Barracuda Bay, so it's just another reason it goes well with that set. And then you've got the main build, which, like I said, has got loads of gold, which looks amazing. I love the gold bar pieces you at the side here, and the tubing, how it bends round the shape of it looks a bit stressed, like it'd be a legal building, but it's not. And then you just clip it in here, and then you clip it in over here, and obviously there's a T-bar piece, Technic piece there, what's connecting it all strong to make it stronger. And then you've got a little anchor at the side, which seems a bit small, but it's still good, and I don't like that it's near the front. I prefer if it was more in the back, but I suppose they wanted to do that because it lines up with a flat 1x2 tile there, as opposed to these wedge ones, 1x1 cheese wedges. So yeah, but it works really well, and I love the little canopy. The canopy does lift off, but it's actually stuck down at the front, so there's a little bit of stress when lifting it. You can't just pull it straight off, but it does come off, and you could fit one person probably in there, or one maybe laying down if you pretend that's a bed, even though it's got no pillow, but you could. And then I love the printed wooden plank pieces. They look amazing. And then they're a nougat colour, which is new. I've seen the planks in the old fishing store, but they've obviously got nails on, and obviously they're dark tan and medium brown. But yeah, and then obviously the sails are amazing. I love the sails because it's good to get brick built sails for a change. Because obviously Barracuda Bay and the Destiny Bounty sets I have used fabric, and it's a nice change to get brick built sails. And then the only other thing I don't really like, like I say, is the little bit at the top, how there was nothing on it. It looked a bit odd, so I added the pirate flag to it. And then you've got these string pieces which make it even more solid to the actual ship, the sail, as well as pushing a long axle piece all the way through, which goes quite deep into the boat, which makes it a bit solid, but it is still very top heavy because it's quite a big sail and it uses lots of stacked up bricks. But they are secured into this Technic tube, which is made up of individual Technic elements across there and then going that way, which makes it a lot stronger. And then you've got the brown, the nougat coloured planks I said are there as well. And then there's not a lot else you can say really. I love the building techniques that they were using for the curves of this. It works really well. It's lots of snot building technique, which is great. I especially love these front bits that just really shape it, and it makes it seem like it's gonna not look right before you put those on. You think, oh, it's gonna look too weird shape, but they really make a big difference, and it's amazing how much it goes from being quite square to really curved in a very short step. So yeah, it's a great set. I can't really fault the set too much. I think it is probably the best promo set ever, and I'll have to compare it to some other sets. So yeah, anyway, this is just what I think. I'll show you it with some other sets. So as you can see, here's the set next to Destiny's Bounty. No, sorry, not Destiny's Bounty. Pirates of Barracuda Bay. I mean, you can see the size difference is massive, and obviously the colours look really good though, because like I said, the bases are the same colour as the base of Barracuda, so it goes really well. And obviously the brick built sails aren't the same as the fabric sails, but it still goes pretty good, and the colours I think work because it's that same sort of rustic style that you get at Barracuda. Obviously it hasn't got much brown on, it's more tans, but it still works really well. And then obviously I've put in the pirate flag on top, which you can do, but it ties it in even more to Barracuda Bay. And then how I've lined it up actually looks like the string from Barracuda joins to there, so it's quite funny. It looks like they're joined together. But yeah, the base of them looks good together. And the little dolphins obviously go well with the shark that you get from Barracuda. So yeah, I can't fault putting it with that. And then obviously it can go with the old fishing store as well, which is over here. You can see it with the old fishing store here, and they go together pretty well as well. I actually think it goes slightly better with Barracuda possibly because of the bases, but it does go pretty well with the old fishing store as well if you look at the colour scheme and the style. And obviously the minifigures are quite appropriate together because they both have life jackets, and they're both sort of more standardized figures, not too themed like the pirates ones from Barracuda Bay. So I'll show you those together anyway. So here is a boy figure from the old fishing store next to the woman figure from this Sailboat Adventure set. And I know I said earlier that the life jackets in this set are blue, but actually they're yellow. I was thinking of a life jacket that comes with the Dolphin Trainer minifigure from Series 21. I was thinking of that as a blue life jacket. But yeah, you can see the comparison of how the designs are similar, and they both work well together minifigure wise. And obviously you get other minifigures, but I thought I would just compare these two for now. So yeah, it gives you a good idea, and I think the sets work well together. So yeah, anyway, now I'll show you next to some other things. Here you can see a style and size comparison between the Sailboat Adventure and the Hidden Side Wrecked Shrimp Boat. As you can see, the main body of the ship is actually quite similar. The Wrecked Shrimp Boat is a bit wider, but in length they're about the same. It's just this extended part at the front of this is wider, and obviously the height is massive compared to it, because this is motorized and this is a sailboat. But yeah, they look good together because the colours work pretty well together. They've both got that rustic look, and I believe this goes really well with the old fishing store as well. So yeah, they both work well with that. So yeah, anyway, here's a comparison between these two. And here's a comparison of the Sailboat Adventure with the previous LEGO Ideas promo set, the Vintage Car. Which one do you prefer, the Sailboat Adventure or the Vintage Car? You can see the Sailboat Adventure is quite a lot bigger than the Vintage Car. But obviously the Vintage Car, you only had to spend £85 to get it free, whereas this one you have to spend £200. They both come with two minifigures. They both have pretty cool minifigures. I'd say I like the minifigures better on this set though. And the colour schemes are great on both. I love the teal and I love the rustic colours of this one. And obviously this one's a lot taller and a lot longer, but the width of this one's slightly wider. But they're both brilliant, yeah. So which one do you prefer? I don't have the rocket ship ride, which is the first Ideas promo at this point, so I can't show you with that. But anyway, this is what it looks like next to this one. I know some people have valued this set at being worth about £35, so I thought I'd show you it compared to a set that actually costs £35, and that is the 1966 Batmobile. Comparing it to that, the size does look about right. I mean, obviously it's hard to tell because of the built-up sail, but I'd say when you look at how much Lego is actually there, I would say that it looks about right, that they should be worth about the same amount. So it's pretty good. and I'd say it's a good way of doing it, and I think it proves that it is worth that money, although obviously this is licensed. But yeah, it's a good way to tell. So anyway, that's been my thoughts on this set, and the last thing I'd like to add is that I forgot to mention that on this side of the boat, not on the other side, only on this side for some reason, it does have two studs that are on a 1x2 snot brick, so you can actually attach the guy standing up on there, because that's why in the picture he's standing there, because there's two snot bricks, but they aren't on the other side unfortunately, so you can't have him standing there if you want the boat the other way around, which is a bit annoying, which is another one of the least good things about this set. But anyway, it's a great set overall, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.